Hello paper crafters. I'm back today with a Thanksgiving layout. All of my papers come from three different things. One is The Fall is in the Air by Echo Park. The other one is The Autumn Splendor Stack by Die Cuts with a View. And the other one is Happy Fall, and I'm guessing it's by Craftsmith. It's a hot buy from Michael's. Okay. So let's just get this out of the way for a minute. Alright, so I have this paper cut down to 11.5 by 12. And this brown on brown checked is cut at 3 inches by 12 inches, but we'll be cutting that down. And when I was cleaning out my scrapbook stuff, I found this old glue. I don't know, this thing is old. I figured I would use it because it's right here. Whew. Maybe I won't be. Oh, let's see. I never really cared for these small ones, and now I remember why. All right, I'm putting that away. I'm going to pull out my ATG, one that I really like. Now let's get this down. Now, the reason why I don't cut, I've been cutting the right side of my paper after I lay everything down. Look at this. This is supposed to be a 12 by 12. This is supposed to be a 12 by 12, and yet there's still a little bit left over here. None of the 12 by 12s that I've ever worked with are exactly 12 inches. So I like to put my papers down and then slice it for a nice clean edge. And that is the reason why, right there. Okay, this right here is a dark brown cardstock, and it's cut at 1/4 of an inch by 12 inches. And I'm just going to put it right down here up against this bottom piece. Next I have this blue and tan plaid. This is 2 inches by 12. And I have this 1/2 inch by 11.5 inch scallop piece. The scallop piece is Little Scraps of Heaven in gray, and I'm going to attach these together. And I'm going to go ahead and flip this over and put this just right at the very bottom. And I did ink up this plaid paper. And then I'm going to attach this to the very top. Turn this so I can make sure it's even on top. All right, there we go. And then let's bring this in cut this down to 11 1/2. And then I'm going to just ink up the edge here where I just cut it off. I need new finger dauber. Look at that, it's flat. Okay. And then I'm going to attach this to a 12 by 12 dark brown cardstock. Okay, there we go. Then I have these photo mats. This is cut at 4 1/2 by 6 1/2, and this is cut at 5 by 5, and they're going to go right up here. Then from Marjorie Ann Design, I have my title. It says Thankful and Grateful, and it's going to go right up here. And then also from Marjorie Ann Design, my little turkey in a pot, and he's going to go right down here. And he is cut at 5 1/2 inches tall, and the name of the file that all these paper pieces come from is Thankful Chef. All right, let's get these attached. Okay, and on this one here, on the spoon that's attached to the back, I did run that through my embossing folder, the wood grain embossing folder. And the pictures that I'm using for this layout is obviously from Thanksgiving Day, but then also of my kids and their Thanksgiving projects that they worked on. When they were little, I would go to Michael's or Joann's and get all those cute little paper piecings for kids to work on. They were usually in either construction or in foam, and we would put those together as our after nap or after lunch craft. All right, then I have these vegetables here. The first one is a bell pepper. It's going to go right down here. And that glue that oozed out, I try to wipe away most of it, but it really does dry very clear. So then I have my corn, and I did run the cob through the Swiss Dots embossing folder. It came with the where you can cut out all the little kernels, but I just didn't feel like dealing with that. I figured it'd be too tiny. It just wouldn't work out right. So then I think this is probably either a turnip or a sweet potato. And then we have our russet potato, and I added little eyes to it with a black pen. And then we have a carrot. Put this under the corn a little bit. And then finally an eggplant, which I, to be honest, we never have eggplant at our home for Thanksgiving, but maybe somebody does. If you do, let me know. Alright, so that is the first side. I just realized I put this photo upside down, but you know what? You're not going to be able to tell once the picture gets on it, so I'm not even going to bother trying to rip it off. But that's a note for you. If you are working with pattern paper, you want to, especially if it's going to be seen, make sure that it's facing the right direction. Okay, let's bring in side 2. I already have the back of this paper done, or back of this layout. So here I have another 4.5 by 6.5. 2 of those, 4.5, 6.5, and they're going to go just like this. And then I have my turkey with his knife and his bread board. The bread boards run through an embossing folder also, and then I did each of the feathers in 3 different embossing folders. So he's going to go right down here, and he is 6 inches tall. And then I have my turkey who baked a pie, and he is going to go right down here, and he's 5.5 inches tall. Okay, go ahead and get these attached. And this file did come with 2 other SVGs. I just chose not to use them, so I can use them in a future layout for Thanksgiving. And I'm going to put this right on top of that photo mat. Okay. Making sure to get enough glue on the ones that are embossed that they adhere. Alright, let me, oh, I just bent my pen. Shoot. Well, that's a bummer, because you know these pens are stainless steel though. Let's see if I can find another one, if I can buy another one somewhere. You want to use stainless steel so it doesn't rust. Ugh, won't go anywhere. Alright. Let me put this over here. and then bring in the left side. All right, so there is my 2-page Happy Thanksgiving or Thankful and Grateful layout. All right, have a good day. Bye-bye.